Libra. How are you? My scales of justice friends. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to weekly reading with me, Cindy. So this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And we're doing a little bit different this week, Libra. If you haven't been checking out, if you haven't been cross-watching or watching other risings or moons for you, you may not know that this week we're specifically asking the question, what is it that makes you so darn beautiful to the world? What is it that you bring here to the world that is needed by everybody? What is this beautiful thing, this beautiful aspect of you? You know, outside of being one who keeps balance in relationships and all sorts of wonderful things and justice, what is it that you bring? Wouldn't it be funny if that's what we ended up getting? But I have a feeling it might be something different, something more. There's more to you, Libra. What is it? So we're going to explore this in recognition. Oh, I think you do, though. You're really good at recognizing other people's, the wonderful things that they do. But this is not your card yet, anyways. This is my deck, my Return of Spirit Oracle deck by Cheryl Lee Harnish. She is awesome. Please check out her channel. God, I love that lady's energy. It's so beautiful. It really is so wonderful. And she just released a new video. She does like one a month. So she's not very often, but when they are, they're good. They're really good. So this Oracle deck is going to be what brings us, you know, the beauty that you have, that you bring here, that you offer others. And then we're going into, ooh, look at you with this wonderful card at the bottom. The Ace of Cups on this one is my Starman Tarot. So this is inspired by the artwork that was created by David Bowie by these two wonderful people at the top here. I'm really bad at saying their full names, so I'm just going to show you. So yes, by using that tarot, we are going to kind of figure out, you know, once we pull out the oracle, how you bring this, how do you do this, what is the process that happens here? And the whole idea of doing that is to give you an idea of what this gift is, what this beauty is that you have. And once you really, because some people are like, oh my God, my life makes so much sense now. Now I understand why I'm going through this. So there's a little bit of that in this reading for you. And when you see the process, you'll be like, wow, yeah, it kind of helps give you guidance, I guess, in terms of doing it. And then we will find out how to keep growing this, how to keep developing this, and what the outcome and guidance is for you. Oh, and so this is fun. I just started this today. Leo did it with Leo and Virgo. A while back I bought like a blank deck of cards. They're blank. They were blank. And I've been having a lot of fun. So the first thing I wanted to do were yes/no cards. So I've created 20. That's where I'm at so far. So I don't know. I think last night I was at like 12 or 13. And then I just get kind of like, I'm an Aries. So I'll start something. I think, yeah, I'll start a sentence and then I'll go somewhere else. So, you know, and I'm an artist. And I think Pablo Picasso, I think he was an Aries and obviously an artist. And he was also known for having like unfinished artwork all over his studio. And you know, you work on it for a while and it's like, this is just not inspiring anymore. I need to do something else. So then you do something else, you put it, and eventually you go back to it. So it's taken me 2 months to make 20 of these yes/no cards. So now that I have 20, it's enough that I can shuffle and something will come out. So what I'm going to get you to do today, Libra, I got the other 2 signs to do it that are for Wednesday, is I want you to think of a yes/no question you have for the universe. And at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull out 3 cards. So it'll be card number 1. So you got to pick. It's almost like picking a pile, right? Like pick a card. So think about that. What is your question? And then when we get to the end of the reading, like which one do you want? Do you want card 1, the first one? Do you want the second one? Or do you want the third one? So, and then I'm going to be like, okay, Libra, to answer the question for those who picked card number 1, and then see what comes out. So you get your yes, no, and there's little things that I've added to these that are kind of fun. And depending on them, like this one, somebody got this one today, and it's kind of funny because I think my son was driving me crazy. He wanted to get on the computer. I was like, no, I told you no, you got to do your homework or something. So this one, you can see this one's a little angry. No, not a good idea this time. Maybe later, much later, but not now. So yeah, there's like a lot of life in these cards, a lot of truth in these cards. Let's get started, Libra. What makes you so beautiful? I know many things that makes Libra beautiful. What does Libra need to know? about what it is that is so beautiful about them that they bring. Oh, oh, this card is something else. I love this card. I'm actually going to read from Cheryl's book for this card for you because it's a really beautiful card. Worthy. The Worthy card. Now remember, this is what you bring to the world that's so beautiful. You have to have it within you to give it to others too. So remember that, right? You have to have it within you before you can give it to others. Wow, that pertains to a lot of things in life. I don't know where that came from. Sometimes I make sense to myself. Just have to stop and listen. My gosh, it's alphabetical. I'm having troubles here. Worthy. You are one of the loving spirits who has come to be in service to humanity this lifetime. Wow, okay. You have to, when I'm reading this, recognize that this is you. This is you. So what I'm reading, recognize that this is you. And then recognize that this is what you try to bring to others. God, this is probably, well, Cancer was beautiful, but it was beautiful almost on like a philosophical level. It was like, wow, this is blowing my mind, this information. This is beautiful on such a humanitarian level, Libra. Wow. Okay. You are one of the loving spirits who has come to be in service to humanity this lifetime. This strong desire and need to give to your fellow man is embedded deep within your soul's blueprint. So you're also wanting to have others see this. You play an important role in the cosmic plan. This card has come to you today as Spirit's way of giving you a much needed reminder that you hold a great worth and value. So not only is this you, but you want others to see this. Isn't that a beautiful balance that you bring? You can no longer question whether you are worthy or if you have value in this world. I can't believe how beautiful this is. We all look to our physical world for confirmation. We question whether we are good enough, wanted, and needed. We want the world to tell us that we are doing well and that it wants what we have to offer. Oh my gosh. So a message came in when I was reading that, and it said, some of you don't think you are, but you see it in others. What the heck? You are. Absolutely, Libra. Don't even go there with me. But your value and worth cannot come from anyone or anything outside of you. Just as you are, right now in this moment, you are enough. It is time for you to begin to understand your own worth and value. Spirit is asking that you start now to understand just how important you are. Begin by asking yourself, how much would you value someone who was as kind to you as you are to others? If you met a person whose inner heart was as caring and loving as yours, would you value them in your life? If someone gave to you as you give to others, would you value it? Of course you would. You need to see yourself. See just how valuable you really are. Your worth does not come from what you do or how you behave. Your worth comes from the fact that you are part of the God source. Once you fully realize this, you will play an invaluable role in helping others to discover their own worth too. Oh my gosh, the end of it was like a recap of everything I'm saying is you, and then you're giving this to others. What was that recap? Once you fully realize this, you will play an invaluable role in helping others to discover their own worth too. Oh wow. Oh wow, Libra. Blowing everyone else out of the water with yours this week. Holy moly. Okay, so how do you do this? Let's get into it. Like, wow. Wait a second here. Wait a second. There's a little person doing a headstand here. I never saw that before. But it also reminds me of like a bug's eyes. And then yet there's a little other person here who's standing above the headstand person who looks like a monk or something, or a religious figure. I'm trying to get rid of the reflection. Do you see that? It looks like a little person. His head, his arms, his torso. And then here's the little religious figure. And then here's the bug's eyes. So take it what you will. But I do get from that, though, there's balance in that. It's uplifting, like the little religious figure is getting people to see that they're worthy, supporting them in that. And sometimes, ooh, but I'm also getting with this little headstand person that sometimes you put more of yourself than you should. More of yourself than you should. Like this little headstand person is also almost faded out. They're almost faded out. They're not as bright. You sacrifice too much sometimes. So just be careful of that, Libra. Just be careful of that. That's what I'm getting with that imagery. So how does Libra do this? First card. Oh my gosh. This is funny. This is like, this is what happened with Cancer. It's just this monumental reading, and the very last card was the Chariot, and it made it all make sense. It was like, now I really understand the Chariot card. Libra. The Justice card. Oh my gosh. Way to come into your reading and say, yes, this is us. Thank you, Spirit, for recognizing. Thank you, Cindy, for telling it. Being the vector to send the information to us. The heart and the mind, the balance here. This is how you do that. You not only incorporate your thinking, your thought processes, the analyzing a situation and understanding it and looking for the good and the wrong and the right and the correct and all of that. But you bring your heart into it. You connect your soul to this process. It's very beautiful. Wow. And through the heart and the mind, you know you are worthy. It's this connection. You help people connect this together. Wow. You help bring the heart and the mind into alignment. Once somebody knows and they feel they know, then they know. Then they know. You can, because, yeah, you can tell someone. Or someone can tell themselves, right? Like, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. But they may not feel it. Like, and then they go home at night and they watch TV and like, this sucks. There's nothing good about life or this program. Like, they're not feeling it. Now, you can also get someone who feels it, but they're just like, their mind's like, no. Like they can have this experience that just overwhelms them. It's like, wow, there really is more beyond just me and this three-dimensional aspect of me. And then, a couple weeks later, they're just in the doldrum of life and like, no, I don't believe. There's no way. That wasn't real. I don't know. Like their mind starts playing on them. What you're doing here for people and for yourself, because you can't do this. This is an interesting card. This is a very interesting card, actually. Because what this card is saying, and what it said from the beginning, and then the book confirmed it, the very last sentence, you can't do this unless you do it for yourself. There's the balance, too, for you, Libra. Wow. It's the heart and the mind. The knowing from the mind, knowing the ego has released the aspect that, yes, I know there is more beyond me, and it's gone. Like, you just know. Once you know that, it's like a caterpillar coming out of the chrysalis. It doesn't go back. Or it's like a butterfly coming out of the chrysalis. It doesn't go back to being a caterpillar. And the heart knows deep within, I feel it and I know at all the times I am connected. Oh, I love it when your card comes into a reading like that. Oh, there's so much to see in this card too. Your passion and your desire. Wow, Libra, I'm getting that your passion and your desire drives you more than your mind. That's interesting. Look at this electricity flowing through the person. And look where it comes from. Look where it's ignited. Yes, it's in the lower chakra areas. Very primal energy. But this is but this is important because primal energy is what creates life. That's where it all started, and everything else grew and developed from there. So you have it in the right order, too. You actually have it in the right order because it's the first chakra down at the base, and then it moves up, right? You have it in the right order. Oh, we have it all wrong. Because we're always like, yeah, I got to get that 7th chakra going. I got to really, like, into my 6th, and my 5th, and my 4th, and my 3rd, and my... No, you've got, here. If you don't, we all know now. It does have to come from, of course it does have to come from the base. We cannot connect to our intuition, to spirit, until we've connected our desires to ourselves and allowed it to flow up and out. Wow. That's funny. There's been a lot. Maybe it's this. Well, yeah, I would have to say that it's this deck is why there's been a lot of crotch stuff in these readings. Aries had a lightning bolt in their crotch. And then somebody else got the same card. I think it was Leo got the fire signs are getting lightning bolts in their crotches. You just have lightning coming up through the crotch and like you keep it going. So you keep it going, keeping it flowing. Interesting week. It has been that. Then we have two that have come out. Oh, the Princess of Cups. This is the gift of love. This is giving the gift of love for me, this card. Oh, yeah, there's stuff going on with her crotch too. I don't know. This is like 18 plus with this deck. But this, the Princess of Cups. So there's a Prince and Princess of Cups in these, and they replace the Knight for me, which is Knight, because you have like the feminine energy of the Knight and the masculine energy of the Knight of Cups. So the Knight takes action, right? Gives things, does things. So, and cups are love and feelings. So this is giving of yourself on a deep level here, your feelings. Giving of yourself on a deep level, the feelings. Wow, it's just like... Very grounded, wow. I love the rainbow of color coming out of the cup here. I love that rainbow of color coming up out of the cup. This is a very specific message for me, just came out of this cup. Some of you are really actually doing wonderful work for, I want to say, like the gay and the lesbian community. Like really... like letting them know they're worthy. That's beautiful. Like that cup just saying to me right there, like there's so many little facets of life and people and groups that don't realize, or they haven't been told enough how worthy they are of spirit and source, because there's so much three-dimensional hierarchical, I don't know if that still didn't come out right, energy, you know, around us here on earth in our society that, you know, that's not normal. You're not normal. That's not what you should do. Or, yeah. That's really nice because you're leading with your heart. The Princess of Cups. She doesn't care. She just wants everyone to know they're worthy. That's so beautiful. That's really, like, I need a little tissue box for yours. Yours is really... so beautiful, Libra. Gosh, I could just read that description of that worthy card again, and then to say, you know, once you have that in you and you give it to others. Do you see how important you are? Do you get that? See how important you are? So this is what I'm getting with this. Because I find it's always easier to champion other people than it is yourself. I find that. I will champion the underdog left, right, and center. I will get, boy, if you cross one of my friends, oh God, I was so upset once. We're having like a meeting of adults in a place where it's really for kids. And this person, anyways, she came out at the end of the meeting and she had some things to say that were not very nice. And my friend was getting really upset, and she's the sweetest woman on the planet. Honest to God, she's a freaking angel. And she was like, she turned to me and she said, I can't believe she's saying those things. What is she telling people? What do people think of me? I'm like, God damn, I was just about ready to stand up. I was going to like, you want to take this outside? I will take you outside right now because nobody makes her cry. You can't do that. I'm so upset. But luckily somebody else stood up and stopped kind of what was going on. I was like, that's good, because I was just about to take this outside. And I was still, do you know that feeling when you get so angry? When you see the injustice for someone else, you see that injustice for someone else and it just burns you. And I know, Libra, because we're at the opposite ends, right? Aries and Libra play opposites. So within every Aries is a Libra waiting to come out. So I try to keep that balance. I really bit my tongue that night. Like, my jaw was sore the next day. I had a headache. I was like, I'm not talking, not saying anything. And in every Libra, there's an Aries waiting to come out, right? That champion that person. And where I'm getting with this is that, you know, the fire, I at least feel it, burns for me, and I think it does for some of you. When you see an injustice for someone else, you see an injustice for someone else, you just want to take that person outside and correct it. Like, you cannot do that to that person. I love that person very much, and they do not deserve anything that's happening. Like, but, you know, when it happens to you, and this is where the worthy comes in, when it happens to you, it's a little harder sometimes to champion yourself. I get that sometimes in the comments, and I'm like, why are they saying that? It's so mean. But if somebody said something mean about someone else in the comments, I'd be like, you can't say that about that person, you know. But if it's me, so what I'm getting is this is the goal for you, is to really champion yourself and know how worthy you are of this energy, that you are worthy. Because when you get that, then you can effectively allow others. You not only champion them, they realize through you how worthy they are, that they are connected, that they are this divine soul here. Even the person across that table was a divine soul. So hard to say. But they are 10 of Cups. There's so much love and abundance in this reading, Libra. The 10 of Cups. Look at that. Happiness, fulfillment. Look at how the sunshine and the love just pours out of those cups onto this happy family. This happy family. You bring this. You really have the ability to do this, Libra. You bring this. You really have the ability to do this. Wow, this is turning into one of those readings where I don't think you know how much power you have. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like, we go back to this card, this Princess of Cups here. You know, how I saw down here these little rainbow figures dancing in the light of this cup. You know, the cup is love, the cup of love. And you champion them. You will champion them. I will champion the gay and the lesbian community. I will champion this person who's down and out and has no home and people look down on them. I will champion, I will champion, I will champion. And this is what you do. You turn this into this. Like, and look at them. Look at how crazy and dynamic this family is. She's got purple hair. She's got red hair. This guy's got no hair. And they got crazy pets just dancing around. Like, it's just fun and crazy. And you know what? We don't have to be normal to be divine. Nobody does. We're all divine. Even the person across the table was divine. The 10 of Pentacles. Tens. Completion. Wow, it's almost like you're part of this completion process. Oh, okay. I'm ready for the download. Cancer really wore me out yesterday. That was a hard reading. I feel like there's something that wants to come in, but maybe my brain can't take it anymore. I'm going to be fried. The 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of... There's really something deeper here. Oh my gosh. Ooh, this is really a really cool message. Okay. See this little girl here? Come on, focus. Hocus pocus, focus. There we go. Look at how she's all lit up. I can't really tell if that's her third or fourth chakra there. Like, it's, I want to say it's her third, which to me is the house of the soul. This is the house of the soul, the third chakra for me. And what I find is beautiful is that these adult energies sit behind her. The masculine sits quite a ways back. The feminine is a little bit closer, like just still a little bit protective. And allowing this young child to move forward in her grace and her beauty. Because her, oh, this is really beautiful. The house of her soul is now safe. You know, and okay, I knew there was something more here because I could almost like I get feedback. I can hear people's thoughts through this video. And I could just sense people are saying, yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't see people that are down and out like that ending up in the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. It's a little more esoteric than that. Well, not really esoteric. It's a little more not so black and white, let's say. So these changes that you're bringing in terms of people feeling worthy, you really actually accomplish it, much of it, on a generation that is not yours. So whatever that generation is, but it feels like a younger generation. It could be a generation that's just 10 years younger than you. It could be a generation that's 20 or 30 years younger than you. But you are accomplishing that on those generations. It's almost like passing a torch is the information that I'm getting here. It's like passing a torch. And these adult energies in the background are like you, Libra. They're like you. You know, you've taken on this person has lost their hair over the process. My gosh. But it's divine. What you're doing is divine. And the reward is paying forward. It's paying forward. And, you know, because at some point, this community, this person that's down and out, maybe they have a mental health issue. Maybe they have an addiction. You know what? It's just their, we all have, at any given time, we all have any degree of mental health. My gosh. But, you know, a lot of us are able to push through it, or we can mask it for the day and go home and sleep it off, or whatever it is, or just have a better day. So, but some people have higher degrees of this. And then some groups of people are more ostracized than others. But so the message that I'm getting with what it is that you do in this lifetime, Libra, is making a difference on a scale that you may not see the direct result, unfortunately. Isn't that often how it goes? You may not see the direct results in this, almost like passing this torch of knowing that you are divine, knowing that you are source, and that you are worthy. And it brings it up a level. So let's just say 200 years ago it was down here. This is where the torch was. Yeah, I'm not feeling divine. The church tells me that I don't do this right, I don't do that, I don't feel divine. And then, you know, some Libras have been working, and we brought it up here. So the next generation is here, right? So, I'm feeling a little bit more divine. I'm feeling a little bit more divine. And the next generation, so it's almost like this little, through lifetimes, you were doing this. Through lifetimes, Libra, you were doing this in the Ten of Pentacles, which is the same energy for me. It's the same energy. I'm looking at these figures, and they're very futuristic. They're very futuristic, almost alien-like figures. Which is, you know, giving me the future here. Excuse me. Giving me the future. The abundance. Through spiritual and emotional worthiness and abundance, we create a more abundant three-dimensional existence. Anything else to come in after that? I don't know. I like the way it ended with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Oh. Oh, wow. The King of Swords, there you are. And the High Priestess. Fascinating energies. Okay. They both showing up there. There's your King of Pentacles. Try to get it in there so you can see it. There's your High Priestess on this side. So I'm gonna... So the King of Swords, he's not messing around, man. This guy is really not messing around. And he's in control of this baboon. The baboon sits in front of him. Oh, wow. You know, right? Like it would be considered in a way a lower primate. And I feel the symbolism in this is moving us beyond what we once were, like, right? Like, it's almost like this evolutionary process in divine ownership of ourselves, where the baboon as beautiful as the baboon is, and as conscious as the baboon is on a level, does the baboon understand how divine it is, right? Does it understand that? Or does it work more as a servant, imprisoned? This person is very electrified. Almost, look at it. They almost look half human, half cyborg. Like, it's not to say that that's where we want to go, but it just, for me, it projects the future, like just future energy. He looks like he sits in an electric chair. Like, nothing can kill this energy. Anything that tries to kill and stifle it only strengthens it, with the King of Swords. Anyone that tries to end or stifle the truth that you seek and that you wish to spread only will strengthen that truth. The baboon also has 2 heavy coins on his feet, which to me also, I'm in a bit, is that what holds him down? Is he so easily held down because he doesn't understand how worthy he is, his divine existence, so that the monetary coins can actually hold him down, where the King of Swords is not held down. He's not even held down by the electric chair. Wonderful energy. And then this High Priestess. So, wow. Yeah, y'all, I'm getting a very interesting message with this. A lot of you are High Priestess energy. Oh, High Priestess knows what's going on. High Priestess has been through a lot, understands her strength, also understands her weaknesses and how to be sure that others don't take advantage of that. She is a magnificent manifester, boy. She is a very good manifester. I almost want to, this is, you know, and the secrets too with the High Priestess. Like, she's very secretive energy. She doesn't walk around like, whoops, there we go. Like, she just fell out of my hand. Like, I'm disappearing. She has this energy and this aura around her that others don't understand. Some people may find the energy frightening or confusing, but yet all it's the purpose of the energy to exist like that with the High Priestess, which is your energy I'm getting, which is the energy, which is, for me, this is where you're working to. Like, this is the start of this reading, was the Justice card in this line of cards. And then this is the end, the High Priestess, where you go with this energy. And so the point of this energy that she harnesses, that she holds within her and around her, her aura, that, you know, may leave some people feeling confused about, who is this person? Why do I feel like this around this person? Why can't I understand this person? Or why, like, there's something about this person. It's so that they start to recognize divine. So you do that in this way. You are moving towards doing it. Some of you may already be there. Some of you are on your way. When you are this divine energy, it can be a little shocking to people. They may not know how to handle it. They may think that you're wicked or evil. Like, I don't get this person. There's something weird about them. It's only because they haven't looked inside themselves and seen their own divine beauty. All right. Libra, how do we keep growing this? How do we keep developing this beautiful, worthy energy that you share with the world? Get it in the right order, baby. The right order. Oh, that was, it was pretty correct too, who this came out for. It was Taurus. This came out for Taurus this week. They're all about getting it in the right order, really. They are. The right order. Interesting. I'm being told to look at the cards that I've already pulled out here. And this is important. Justice, who you are, the balance between the heart and the mind, and knowing. The crotch electricity, the electricity that comes from beyond the beyond the base chakra, the first chakra, but it goes through there and up and out. So this desire is what connects you to source, what makes you know that you are worthy. The Princess of Cups, champion. So once you have that energy, you can champion. You champion those around you, those that are down and out. You may not realize it, but you are in part of a process that is opening up belief and understanding of how divine one is into younger generations. And this is going to keep playing forward into further into the future than you can even imagine, Libra. And then the King of Swords. The King of Swords is no longer part of this more primitive way of thinking. The King of Swords is much more connected to divine source, to the point that they are almost to the point of divine source. And then the High Priestess really is. That's the right order right there. And the High Priestess really is. But you know what's interesting is the King of Swords, like I said, looks like he's part man, part machine. Let's not go too far here. So the High Priestess is back in the jungle. She's back in earth. She understands. It's that understanding that the connection to earth is the divine process as well. So I want to get guidance and outcome regarding this for you. The right order. Let me get one clarifier for that, though. One clarifier for the right order. Okay, so you gave me two. Oh, now I know. Yes. Okay. Gosh, that makes sense. This is linking into the Taurus reading. So you got the Five of Pentacles and the Devil card. So the Five of Pentacles is a feeling of lack, or a lack of abundance, a lack, being shut out of your home. Absolutely applies to the groups we were sort of talking about, right? Like the homeless person, gay and lesbian communities. This lack of the right order. So you will find those that are in, yeah, okay. And this Devil card is interesting, how this Devil card in this deck works. So the first order is finding the lack, finding those who are without, finding the space within yourself too that is without, what needs to be fed. Now, this Devil card, it took me a while to really get, for me, what this meaning in this Devil card is for myself. Now, what's interesting here is this person stands here, David Bowie himself. The roots are coming out of his arms and out of his head. Now, that's not a very solid foundation, right? So the Devil card can be associated, it is Capricorn energy, but it can be associated with, the Devil card can be associated with, you know, bad habits, addictions. You know, that can be part of the problem with some of the people that are homeless. Now, you're not getting a good foundation with this Devil card because you need to turn it upside down. You need to turn it upside down and make it the Hanged Man, because you may not understand the full process, and that's when there are times when you need to give it up to source. Give it up to the universe and say, I don't know the path, I don't know the choice, I don't know how to fix it. Just know that you want to fix it. Recognize what is depleted, what needs to be fixed in yourself or someone else, and then turn it upside down, because once this is turned upside down, then the roots will actually grow into the ground. Sometimes the process is completely opposite from how you think it should be, which is the right order. That's esoteric. That's out there. That is very out there. Sometimes the process, the right order, is putting it right upside down. Putting it right upside down. Put yourself right upside down and really think about that Hanged Man. Turn the Devil upside down and make it the Hanged Man, so that you can see it from a new perspective, see it from a new angle. And that's sort of how, and I can see Libra doing that, like anyone who is down and out, in your own situation where you feel down and out or depleted or a lack thereof, is turning it upside down within yourself, within others, for the balance. It wasn't balanced this way. It used to be balanced that way. Okay, Libra, that was quite interesting. That was a beautiful reading. Now, do you have your yes, no question? Because I'm going to get started. You can pause me if you need. Do you want pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3? Well, it's not really a pile, it's a card. Card 1, 2, or 3. So I'm going to get started. So card number 1 for Libra, for their yes, no question. What is the answer? Oh, finally. Oh, wow. Nice card. Yes. From nothing comes everything. Abundance is here. Well, that's a nice card. You guys are doing good. Everybody else today started off with no's. A lot of no's came through today. I didn't want to say that earlier because I thought no one's going to try it. So you got a yes. Group 1, pile 1, card 1. Okay. I was in a good mood that day. So, next one. Second card. Card number 2 for Libra. The answer to their question. Yes, no. Yes, no. An answer to the question. What is the answer to the question? Is it yes or is it no? For Libra. For the second card. The second card. Oh. No. You are worthy of much more, and much more is on its way to you. Release this and open up to infinite possibilities. Oh, that was the last one I made last night. Card number 20. And this is the first one I made like 2 months ago. So there you go. This is just for fun too. Like, don't, you know, maybe this is the energy just right now. Don't take it too serious. Don't make massive life choices on these cards. Please don't do that. Okay, card number 3. Yes, no for Libra. What is the answer to their question? Yes, no. Card number 3. Woo! Oh gosh, this is the one that I was mad when I made. No! No. Not a good idea at this time. Maybe later, much later, but not now. So there you go. There you go. All right. I got a feeling there's a lot of people that are trying to do things that maybe they shouldn't be. Because I think I only got out of 3, 6, and 9 shuffles, I only got 1 yes today. That's a lot. And it's even here. It's actually, well, maybe, I don't know. Because there's one in here that's a bit of a smart-ass one. So the answer is, leaf it up to spirit. Yeah, I was feeling very sassy when I made that one. It's not a yes or a no. But everything else is, and it's an even number. But it can't be an even number if it's 20 cards and one of them isn't a yes, right? So it's pretty close to even. There you go. Okay, thank you, Libra. Thank you for allowing me to do that reading for you. It was very beautiful. Very, very beautiful message and energy that came through for you on what makes you so beautiful to this world and what you bring for everyone. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great week. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.